everybody, before you watch the video, make sure you follow the page, like the video, hope you enjoy.
So yeah, that's pretty much it. That's what got me into.
What was the actual starting committing to the classes? Because we've talked about this with other people too, and the last guest about the same thing. They would run around in the park and they're like, well, what if someone attacked me at night? What would I do? They don't know. So, and everyone has the same experience. Like they're like, all right, I'm gonna go there, and then first time they park their car and look, and then they go home, and then they drive around in the circle and look, and then they go home, and then eventually they work up the courage to kind of go in. What was that like for you, like actually going into the gym? And
so I actually made my boyfriend at the time come with me and sign up. So he did it for like a month or something, but wasn't for him. So again, I think it comes back to that having a twin. I sort of needed someone to come with me. I think most girls do that too. Like most girls I see sign up, come with a friend.
A friend or their partner.
Yeah,
very true.
Exactly.
Very true.
So, yeah, I don't know if I would have probably done it on my own.
No.
I'm not sure. But
you still kind of
as soon as I found out that I liked it and it gave me that energy outlet that I needed, then it didn't matter whether he didn't stick around. So it didn't matter in the end, you know what I mean? So I think that was probably it. Just
do you know, I started jiu-jitsu because there was fights happening too close to me. Right? So similar idea of I need to protect myself.
Yeah.
But what I found about this freezing thing is that jiu-jitsu, because you actually gonna be literally touching, you know what I mean? In a very the space that society is completely different in jiu-jitsu. You're completely in each other's space and face, and rolling. So that will bring a certain level of comfort, right? So if you ever exposed to this situation, it's not that you're going to be able to deal with everything, but you're going to feel more comfortable.
You're normalizing what would normally be a taboo.
Exactly.
So the chances of you not freeze because this is usual for you, you know what I mean? It's not something you know and seeing that you're actually gonna freak out a bit more.
And that's as long as you can do either fight or flight, as long as you don't freeze, I think that's the goal for me. Is that and I still don't really think that even if I was confronted with that kind of situation, that I'm totally confident I wouldn't freeze, even at the level I'm at now. If that makes sense.
But you could freeze, but maybe you could go and speak up. Which is exactly. Speaking up is not freezing. You see what I mean?
Yeah.
Maybe you can freeze for a little bit, but then you would do something.
Exactly.
That's progress, correct. That's not freezing completely. Freezing is doing nothing forever, you know?
Exactly.
So
I don't think people should be hard on them for that type of thing. The thing is everything's kind of like a trained skill. Whether it's cooking or doing jiu-jitsu or reacting to a high stress environment, it's normal for people to go, oh, what do I do? Because it all comes out of this place of survival. Or what I feel threatened, I feel uncomfortable. What's going to make me survive the most? That's what your subconscious brain does. And the only way to avoid that or build a skill to do differently is to go and do jiu-jitsu and practice things under a stressful environment, or put yourself in that confronting face-to-face position or the physical touching of another human being and that type of thing. And I've listened to some other people talk about it and how uncomfortable it is, but just putting yourself through that uncomfort to find a more normalized kind of reaction to it is going to help with all these types of things. So it is challenging, and I think I find it impressive. I think it's admirable of people to go and seek out that kind of challenge, because nothing's going to change in your life until you actually commit to going all right, listen, I know that I want to improve this thing. I need to improve this thing because I don't want these scenarios to happen anymore. Or maybe I just want to improve my fitness or the work stuff. It doesn't matter the reason. But I'm going to go and do something difficult. And it doesn't matter how you get here either. If you need 12 friends to bring you along, or if you need someone to give you an ice cream like your mum did when you were younger, I'm going to give you an ice cream to get you to start doing it. Like, trick yourself in whatever way you need to get there and start it. You're still like taking on challenge and like responsibility for the thing you want to kind of improve on. So I think it's admirable of all people to just go and seek out some type of challenging aspect. And like, you know, this is what I do for work and in my life and everything about jiu-jitsu. And I think that's probably like one of the few things where you can really deep dive into so many different flaws and areas of your psychology and your mind and stuff. And it's just super interesting for
and
how it improves people in life and everything.
Hey guys, thanks so much for watching the video. If you haven't yet already, make sure you subscribe, like, and again, go and check us out on Facebook, on Instagram, like all our platforms. Give us a follow at bjj.101 on Instagram, and go and check out bjj101.com.au to access the full video library.